Hello and welcome back to my YouTube video. I'm so happy you joined me again today. I know that I haven't posted in a while, but the last couple of weeks have been so chaotic and so stressful, and I decided I only want to sit down and do a video when I'm in the right energy, when I have something to say, when I have something to teach, and when I really feel what I'm teaching, and not force myself to sit down and then just like blah blah blah, say something, whatever. That's not what I want to do. I want to create all my videos with intention, and today I have something to say actually. So the message I want to give to you today is that it is very important who you spend your time with, that the people you spend the most time with will decide how your life looks. And it is so important to consciously choose the people in your circle. And it is also important to consciously choose to not keep some people in your life. You probably already heard the quote at least once, that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And that quote is so true. And I think everyone knows that, because I see a lot of memes on social media about best friends becoming exactly the same. They, like, after years, they look the same, they dress the same, they talk the same, they act the same. And what that teaches us is that the people in your life will influence you so much, so much. And the people in your life will always be an influence. And in my opinion, we are always influenced by our environment. We're influenced by our family, by our friends, by social media, by anything we consume. So the same way you have to consciously choose what you consume on social media, the same way you have to consciously choose who you talk to and who influences you. And in my opinion, it is not possible to completely cut yourself off from that influence. So I recently made a pretty big decision, and I was influenced a lot by my best friend. But I believe we are always influenced, because we go to these people, we ask them for opinions, we ask them, what will you do? And even if you do not do that, you always have these voices in your head. You have some people in your life which voices are ingrained in your head. I have that. I hear some voices of some people. And I also recently noticed that I think differently depending on who I'm with. If I'm completely alone in my own bubble, in my own energy, I have different thoughts than when I'm with another person that has a certain other energy. And if you spend a lot of time with one person, you can take on their beliefs. You will. And you can also take on their thoughts, which is crazy. And I've experienced that recently. And after I spent some time myself, I was like, those are not my thoughts. That's not me. Those thoughts came from somewhere else. They came from a certain energy I surrounded myself with. So I became very picky on who I let into my life and who becomes my friend. And I honestly now understand why a lot of spiritual people are alone so much, or why they only have like 2 good friends. I never understood that. I was like, no, I want to have a lot of friends. I want to have a big circle. I want to be friends with everyone. But I now understand why that is not healthy, and why these people choose to not do that. Because these people will influence you. They will always influence you. We influence each other all the time. Maybe you already noticed that you become a different version of yourself depending on who you're with. And then you have to think about, do I like this version? Do I want to be that version? Because when you're with that person, you will always be that version. They will always manifest that version of you. Do you want to be that? If you do not, distance yourself. And this is not about blaming. This is about consciously choosing who you want to be. And going back to the quote from the beginning, that you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with, I would suggest you to do a list. Who do you spend the most time with? Who are these people? Do you like the way they think? Do you like their beliefs about the world? Do you like the way they live life? Would you want to have their life? And if the answer is no, and if you actually do not like this person and who they are, then it is time to let them go and to not spend time with them anymore. Because I'm telling you, it will hold you back so much. When I was spending time with the wrong people, I could not get farther in life. I could not glow up. I could not, level up. I could not. It is not possible. Because think about it, if you're here and the other person is here, this person will drag you down. So either you go down on this level, or you push them up a bit, but they will still pull you down. So you will be on the same level again. In my opinion, it's not possible that someone stays here and goes there and the other person stays here. It's not possible. And this person who's lower on energy, more negative, will take a lot of your energy. These are the people that are called energy vampires. They need your energy. They feed off of your energy. And I know that when I'm teaching this, a lot of people think I'm very selfish and that is very selfish. But you have to be selfish. If you're not selfish and you keep spending time with these people and you keep giving them your energy and you let them drain you, what will happen? You will have no energy left. You will not be able to create the life of your dreams. You will not be able to level up. You will stay down with them. And then maybe you're not selfish, but what are you? You're lost. And I'd rather be selfish or be seen as selfish. Fill my cup up, fill it up completely, and then be able to give back to the people that I choose to have in my life. About the scale, it's not that we're on level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I'm on level 50 and someone else is on level 10. This is just a general explanation and you feel what I mean. It's all in the feeling. Now the friends I have in my life, they're an inspiration. I choose people who inspire me in some kind of way. People who give me value in some kind of way. That can look very, very different. In some areas of life, they can teach me something. In other areas of life, I can teach them something, or I can inspire them. And the people in your life will decide how your life will look. Because, for example, if I have a friend that believes all men are liars and that only attracts toxic men and toxic relationships, and she has proof of that, obviously, because she is manifesting that, but she has proof, a lot of proof, because there are all these toxic men. I see that proof. I believe that. I take on her beliefs. I manifest that too. And now we're confirming each other. See, this is how it is. All men are assholes. All men suck. All men are toxic. But let's take a different example. I only manifested toxic relationships until now, which is not true, but let's take that as an example. And then I have a friend who manifests great relationships and who has good beliefs about men and relationships. And she's like, men are awesome. I had this great date. Look, he did this and this. Or she has an amazing boyfriend and she tells me about her boyfriend. And I see that. I have proof of that. And then I'm like, wait, if that's possible for her, that is possible for me too. Because why would it not be possible for me? And then I go out and find my proof. Then I go out and have higher standards, higher expectations, because I saw what is possible. And then I want that too. And then I'm leveling up. So you see what I mean? So now everyone I have as my friend, I consciously chose as my friend. Everyone I have in my circle inspires me in some area, in some way. They know something, or I'm like, I want to be more like them. That is how I do friendships. And sometimes you're very similar, and then you push each other up because you're both motivated. And it's all about how the person thinks. What are the beliefs? It's not about that I only choose perfect friends who have a perfect life. That's not it. It's about the way they react to life, the way they see life, the way they handle life. That will influence me so much. And I do understand that it's hard when you have to decide you don't want to spend time with some people anymore, because you can love someone, you can love them and say, I don't want you in my life. And you also don't have to go out and say like, I don't want to be friends with you, you suck. Like, that's not what I'm suggesting. I'm suggesting maybe just spend less time with them, tell them less, ask them less about their opinions. Spend more time alone, because you can also achieve all of the things you want to achieve on your own. You can. I'm just thinking that if you have the right people in your life, they will pull you forward so fast. You can reach your goals so much faster if they, for example, already reached your goals, or they're much closer, they know much more about it. And also, what I want to say, I believe that no one is wrong. We all have our own little reality. We have our own beliefs, and everyone is entitled to their beliefs. Everyone is entitled to their reality. So I would not want to go out and change people. And not every girl will have the same views on dating as me, for example. But I will choose the girls that have the same goals as me and the same views on dating or whatever. And everyone, like I said, is entitled to live their reality. Everyone can believe what they want to believe. And I believe my job and your job in the world is to find your circle where you can truly be yourself, where you can be yourself 100%, where you can bloom, where you can grow, where you can reach your highest potential. And that is not with people you do not feel comfortable with. If someone is believing something or saying something that I feel uncomfortable with, that is not my person. Because everyone is entitled to live their life they want to live it. I am, and you are entitled to say, I want a provider boyfriend. Who is saying that I am not allowed to have that? I know that a lot of people do not live that. I know a lot of people don't want that. But that does not mean that my opinion and my wishes and my goals are wrong. They're not. There are people out there who want to live that way. So I have to find my circle, my people, where I can become happy. I did not have a script today. I think you could tell I was just rambling, but I hope you learned something and you took something out of this video. It came from my heart. It came with a lot of love. And with things that I realized and learned from experience in my life. You can take whatever resonates with you, leave the rest, do with this information what you want, but if you don't understand now, you will understand one day what I said and how true it is that the people in your life decide how your life will go. And respectfully, now, I do not take advice from people who don't live the life that I want to live, or people who have different goals than me. I do not take their advice, because why would I? What can they teach me? So think about if you want to take my advice or not. I hope you have an amazing day today. I send you lots of love from my heart, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.